All right, let's do a couple examples of domain. Now, when I'm finding my domain, I want to make sure that the inside of my radical is either 0 or positive. So I can say that x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. When I solve for x, I know that x is greater than or equal to negative 4. So that would be my domain. I can also graph this in my calculator, and I'll see a graph looking like this, where this is at negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This problem is a little bit different looking, but still the same process. I'm going to take what's inside and make sure that it's greater than or equal to 0. When I do that, I get 2x is greater than or equal to 7, so x is greater than or equal to 7 over 2, or x is greater than or equal to 3.5 if you like decimals. If you were to graph this on your calculator, you'll see something like this. So be 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll see something right between those going up like that. Once again, notice how this arrow is pointing the same direction as the inequality. This one's even more fun. I'm going to take the inside here, which now has an x squared. I'm going to have to factor it. I have x plus 5, x minus 3. I'm going to get a negative 5 here and a 3 here for x. Now let's think, well, I'm going to have some kind of inequality here. But is x greater than or equal to negative 5 or less than or equal to negative 5? If we were to graph this on our calculator, and you have 3, 1, 2, 3, and you have negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll notice something common about these radicals. When you have the x squared, they point away from each other. And remember how I said that the arrows point in the same direction as the inequalities. So the one with the negative 5 should be pointing in that same direction. And this one should be pointing in the same direction as this guy over here. What I end up having is x is less than or equal to negative 5, or x is greater than or equal to 3. After these three examples, you should be all set to find the domain of any radical function. Just know that you need to follow the basic steps of setting that inside greater than or equal to 0, and then solving for x. And using a visual every once in a while, like we did here, is often very helpful. And you can plug it in your calculator, see what it looks like. That should help you to determine which way the inequality signs are going.